All right, we are back here, guys. We're going to fill up the bottom row here. I've got some French wine that I've had in this case here and a couple extras outside the case. So let's do that. This is a really nice wine. This is from Côte d'Rône, the Familia Perron. And this is a really nice Reserva red wine. So put that guy in there. This is Chateau Hache, Franzac region of France, 2018. This is a Grand Noir. It's a really nice blended wine here, right out of France. All right. Let's see what we got in the case. I've got a couple the same here. This is really nice. This is Bordeaux. It's a Pinot Noir. This is the region that it is in France. Because it's not from Burgundy, they can't call it Pinot. They can't call it Burgundy, so it's Pinot Noir. But really nice wine. 2020. Very good year for this one. I've got 3 of these guys here. I got these at our liquor store here last year, and they had a bit of a sale on them, so I grabbed a few of them here. Let's see, we've got 2 of these ones here, I believe. A Chateau Le Ribot. This is from the Médoc area of France. It's from 2018, and it's a cru, so it's a little higher end wine. So one of those, and I believe we have 2 of those. There you go. And here we've got 4 of these ones. Oh my gosh, yeah, these are good, eh? Le Petit Maximum, really nice, from Côte d'Rône, from Bruno de la Garden, and it is 2020. This is a really nice wine. I'll put the case here open for you. One, 2. 3, and there is 4. These are really great wines. This one here, I've got 2 of these guys here too. This is another Côte d'Rône from La Ferme du Mont, and Le Provence from 2020. When we open these guys up and try them, here's another one here. We're gonna do like full reviews on them. We're gonna go through the whole area, the appellations, the tasting, the whole history of the estates and everything like that as well. So yeah, and this is Lavaux. This is a very nice wine. This is from 2019. Very good wine. I was only able to get 1 of them. They sold out pretty darn fast. But there we go. Now we've got this whole wine shelf here completely full now, and we will be moving on to this side here now. This will all be more world wines here, including the U.S. We'll probably start right up at the top here. And we'll probably start with Cabernet Sauvignon. That's what I used to have up there. And then the other shelves will be like Zinfandel, and then we'll go on from there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I should do all American wines and then Chile. I think that's what I'll probably do. Like I'll start with the Americas, and then more of the world, like Spain, Italian, Chilean, South African, Australian, New Zealand, wineries, regions like that. So I think that is probably what I will do. So stay tuned for that, and we'll return here right away. All right, we are back. We're going to start up top here. We're going to start with the U.S. Start with the U.S. reds, and then we'll go to the U.S. whites, and then I'm not sure where we're going to go after that. But we'll start with cabs, and then Zinfandels, and then Pinot Noir. So let's start with that. This one here, my mom and dad gave this one to me a while ago, and this one here, you can age this. This has still got a lot of ageability to it. It's a very good, really nice wine. It's Cabernet Sauvignon from the Napa Valley in California, 2015, and it's a Louis Martini. So really, really, really nice Cab Sav. I had this one before. I believe I had the 2012. So, but the 2015 is really, really, really quite nice. And it still has a long, long time to age on it still. And then this one here is just kind of this is a nice red Cab Sav. Robert Mondavi, this Private Reserva, and it came with a little scarf here, a little jacket there from a while ago there. So, but yeah, I've had quite a few different Robert Mondavis, and they're really, really, really quite nice. So we'll put that one back up there and keep his little jacket on. It keeps him nice and toasty in the wintertime here. Where are we going next? Here's a Jackson Triggs Cab Sav. My wife really likes pretty much anything from this place, especially the red and the I forget what the other one's called. Anyway, she just really, really likes it. She loves everything Apothic, eh? She's a cheap date, so these are really, really, really cheap wines. But my sister-in-law and my wife just loves Apothic wines. You know, they love the Apothic darks, the red, the I forget the other name of the other ones. They're okay. They're pretty good, but not super complex, but they're a nice, easy drink, you know, and they just, I don't know, they seem to really like them. So we try to keep a lot of Apothic wines stocked in the cellar here, but she goes through them quite a bit. So when she has friends over, sister-in-laws over, other friends, they seem to really, really, really enjoy them. So not bad for me because they don't drink the expensive stuff. So let's see what else we got here. Picked these two up here just recently this year. This is from Sonoma County. They're Cab Savs from the Lake Sonoma winery. So these are really, really, really nice. So I've got two of them there from 2021. So put those ones up. These are some of the more recent additions to the cellar. They were sitting in a box for a while, and now that we're kind of redoing things, now they'll make their debut in the cellar. So on the racks. Hang on, I'll be right. Actually, you know what? I have some in the box here. I have another case right here. These I got these ones as well this year. They were kind of on last chance, and they're actually pretty good. We had opened up one of them, so I got 4. I've only got 3 now, but there's Zach Brown Cabernet Sauvignons. So really, really nice, easy going, easy drinking Cabernet Sauvignon. Nothing crazy complex about them or anything like that. They're just really, just a nice, easy going red. So I've only got 3 of them left, so I might as well put all 3 of them in there. I've got some here sitting beside me that I've got almost a case of, so I'll probably only put 2 or 3 in the cellar, and then I'll leave the other ones in the box, because then you just end up filling all your racks up here, you know. Like I said, I prefer to have a proper walk-in cellar, and then you can have like storage spaces. So I don't have a whole lot of storage space here, so we'll see what we're gonna do about that. But hang on, I'm just gonna go run back and grab a few more cabs. So hang on one sec. All right, I am back. So here's a Francis Ford Coppola Cabernet from 2016. That one up there. This is a long shot. These are pretty relatively inexpensive, but they're pretty good. They're nice just to have when you have guests over and they're not really that big into the stuff. So it's just pretty basic stuff. Same with this one here, the Snapdragon from 2014. This one is aged actually quite well. I've had two of them, and we got into one around Christmas time, and it was excellent, like really good. This is a really good one. I've had this one a couple of times, but man, this has still got quite a few more years you can put on. I mean, you can drink it now, but it's a nice one here. This is a Bonterra, and really nice Cabernet Sauvignon from 2014. So it's still got a few more years left on it before you could drink it. But I mean, you can drink it now, but I think with another 2 or 3 more years on that one, I think that one should really be good. This is a Route 1 Reserva Cabernet Sauvignon. And a Vintage Ink. These ones are just inexpensive, ready to drink kind of now, from 2021. This is a really nice one here. It's a 2010 Round Pond from Rutherford Estate out of Napa. Very nice Cabernet, and this could probably still stand a few more years of cellaring quite easily on it. This is an H3 from 2019 Cab Sauv. Really kind of like the angel wing here on it too, so it's pretty nice label on that one, and a nice wine too. It's a Canyon Road Cabernet Sauvignon from 2020, so probably be able to drink it here anytime. Well, you can drink any of these anytime, you know, but sometimes they with some age on them, boy, they sure age out really well. It's a 2020 Stave and Steel with a bourbon barrel age. So I think a friend of mine brought this one over. We haven't had this one yet, but I'm really kind of eager to try it. So that should be a really nice one. And this one here, the Show, this is actually really nice. They've got three really great winemakers on this one here. That have produced this wine. It's a really nice one, and I believe this is a liter. No, it's 750, but it's from 2006. So we could probably drink it any time. But it's a nice Cabernet. I've had 2 bottles of that, and one I think we had when we maybe a year after we bought it, and then one like 3 or 4 years ago, and this is the last one. I was thinking about letting that one run for another year, let it be 20 years old before we try it, and just to see how it stood up. So I've got tasting notes from the last 2. It'd be interesting to see what it tastes like next year. So stay tuned for that. All right, we are back. I don't think I have any more Cabernet to go in. I don't think for the most time. So the next ones here are going to be some of my absolute favorites. I'm going to start with my 3 absolute favorites that I've had from the States. I mean, I had a lot of really good American wine. I had a lot of really good American wine, but this is my favorite American wine, and boy, do they excel the shit out of this wine. Holy crap. The story behind this wine here, It's a bit of a story. I was in Utah over Christmas time, and there I am. I'm picking up a Cessna 206. It's a single-engine Cessna, high-winged airplane, and you need a goddamn key to start it. Well, I was flying bigger airplanes at that point, but I have an American license, so I can go and ferry airplanes back and forth to Canada from the U.S. You never used to need one, but since 9/11, now you need an American license to fly American registered aircraft, which makes sense. But fortunately, I have a commercial American pilot license. So I was getting called upon all the time on my days off to go down and pick up these goddamn airplanes for all these big corporations and companies. Well, this farmer in Grand Prairie, Alberta, figured he needed a Cessna 206. So I said, okay, I'll go down, give him a price. I said, does it have to do with, do I have to deal with any duties, any tariffs, basically any kind of paperwork? No, it's all done. So I said, okay. And it was supposed to be fly down to Utah to Salt Lake City, pick up the airplane, and hopefully fly it back that day. And then I'm going home for Christmas. So I got down there, and nothing was done. No paperwork, no maintenance checks, no duties, no tariffs, no nothing, like nothing. I had to do everything. So I was calling Transport Canada. I was dealing with the FAA. I was dealing with the buyer, the owner, and then his little side farming company that he had. And then I was dealing with the ownership of who owned the aircraft. I was down there for goddamn 10 days. And then it started to snow and freezing rain. Well, a Cessna 206 does not have ice de-icing capabilities. So I was stuck in Salt Lake City during Christmas time, just before Christmas. So I was down there for 10 days dealing with this goddamn airplane and this dumbass farmer up in Canada who had nothing done, who guaranteed me that all the work would be done. And so I said to him, I forget the guy's name. He was an old guy. I said, you've done absolutely nothing here. We agreed upon a price for me to come down and get this plane, and I'm going to be down here now for at least a week, and the weather's gone to shit. So he's like, well, do you have a credit card? I said, I do, but I'm not paying for that, because I know what you guys are like, and trying to get money out of a rich old Albertan farmer Mennonite is like pulling teeth from chickens. It just does not exist. You will never get your money back. So I said, no, you're going to need to give me your credit card. You're going to need to contact the hotel that I'm staying at. You're going to have to contact the FBO, like millionaire, who's holding the aircraft for us. You're going to have to do all this shit. I'm going to look after this, but the price is going up because I've got a lot of work to do here, like a lot of work. So he was like, well, I could probably, give you an extra, $50 a day. I'm like, no. $50 a day I'm getting on the airplane. I'm going to fly. I'm going to fly back to Canada, and I'm going on my days off. I said, you're eating into my days off now, man. And I want to get home. I want to go home and see my family. It's Christmas time. So, whatever. So anyway, it was wheeling and dealing with this guy. And man, he was tight, like super, super tight. And I was like, no, this is the deal, man. This is what I charge. This is my fees. And you knew goddamn well when I went down there, you didn't have any of this paperwork done, nothing. You were just trying to cheat me out of some money and put a whole bunch of extra work onto my plate. So don't give me any of that shit. And so he's like, well, I can fly down there and deal with it myself. And I said, no, I don't need you down here. You're going to make things worse. Let me deal with it. You're not you're not a pilot. I think you don't even have your private license yet. Like, I don't know why you're buying an airplane. You don't even have a license. I said, no, let me deal with this. I'll look after all this stuff and get done a lot quicker with me down here, and rather than dealing with tightwad here. And so finally got it all said and done. But the weather was just out. So I remember the millionaire, the FBO, calls me up at the hotel I was staying at, and the FBO too was really, really, really good. They said, "Well, Mr. Jensen, I guess you're going to be down here for a little longer than you expect." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, you're going to need a courtesy car." And I said, "Yeah, that'd be nice." They said, "Well, you go out to the fleet and you take a look and see what you want. You let us know, and we'll give you the keys for it, and away you go and enjoy the car. And if you want to trade it in and come and get another one, we could do that too." I said, "All right." So I went out. They had Mercedes, they had BMWs, they had Jaguars, they had Lincolns, and I've driven all those ones, but I'd never driven a Jaguar before. I eventually did get my own Jaguar, and that's another story. You can watch it on YouTube, and how our Manitoba Public Insurance destroyed my car and wrote the goddamn thing off. Went in with $900 worth of work, and they did over $40,000 worth of damage to it. God, I hate those guys. But anyway, so I got this Jaguar S-Type, driving around, and then they said, "Oh, Mr. Jensen, I've got courtside seats to the Utah Jazz. Would you care to go to a Jazz game tonight?" And I'm not much of a basketball guy. I'm a hockey player. I'm a Canadian. I said, "Yeah, sure, why not? I've never seen a basketball game before." Well, not a professional NBA basketball game. We had a basketball team here in Winnipeg years ago, and they were the shits. But I was dating one of the cheerleaders, so I had to go and watch those things, and it was like watching a bunch of 2-year-olds play basketball. It wasn't very good, but whatever. So I said, "Sure." So I said, "I can come down and get it." No, we'll deliver it for you. And I said, "Oh, okay, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that." And they said, so Buddy dropped it off. The tickets were like almost $900 for these goddamn tickets. So I went, and so I'm sitting there watching the things, and beside me was this guy who weighed about 900 pounds, and I'm not even exaggerating. He was freaking huge and big, and he took up like 2 seats. And he kept standing up, "Yo, yo, yo, Tone Loc in the house, y'all." And I looked kind of around. It was like trying to look around the moon. And it was Tone Loc, Funky Cold Medea Tone Loc. And he was sitting there, and Tone Loc was trying to shut his brother up. So anyway, so I was sitting beside those guys. He kept standing up the whole game, "Yo, yo, yo, Tone Loc in the house." And and then I remember looking at the little programs, and I saw this little tiny guy running beside everyone else. So he looked like a little kid. And I was like, "Geez, how tall is that guy?" I'm 5'10". I'm probably taller than him. No, he was 6'7". I'm like, 6'7", and he looks small beside these guys? Like, holy shitballs. What kind of freak show have we got going on here? So anyway, I watched it, came home, and then I said, came back to the hotel room. The next day I said to the guy, I said, "Hey, you got any good restaurants around here that's kind of close by? I feel like going for a walk." And he said, "Sure." He goes, "What do you like?" I said, "I like anything." There's something. He says, "You like steak dinners?" "Oh, you're goddamn right I like steak dinners." And he goes, "Well, we got steak sandwiches over at this place. Best steak sandwich you'll ever have." And I said, "That sounds great." So I went across the road, just down a little bit, went to this restaurant, and I said, "I heard you got a great steak sandwich." And he goes, "Oh, sir, we got the best steak sandwich in the world." And I said, "In the world?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I've had some pretty good steak sandwiches before. This is going to be, I'm going to have to see." So I said, "All right." And he says, "You got an interesting accent there." And I said, "I do." And he goes, "Yeah." And he says, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from Canada. I'm down here picking up an airplane." Well, he thought I was great. And he says, "Would you like some wine with your steak sandwich?" And I said, "Sure. What would you suggest?" And he said, "Ironstone Old Vines Zinfandel." And I said, "Well, you pour me a glass." Well, he poured me a glass. Holy shit on a stick. It was awesome. Holy crap. I fell in love with this stuff. So I went there twice a day for his goddamn steak sandwich and some of this wine. Holy crap, was it ever good. And I said, where can you get this stuff? And he goes, oh, you can get it at the liquor store. So I went to the liquor store and I bought 2 cases of wine, threw them in the goddamn airplane before I came home. Came home with 2 cases of wine from there. This is the best. And we were able, this is from 2018, the other 2 for 2016. This is all I've got left. Because we used to be able to get this in Winnipeg years and years and years and years and years ago. This was back when I was down there. It was maybe 2005, because Ray was born in 2003, and I was at Air Canada. So, yeah, it was about that time. So anyway, I was down there, and then when I got home, I bought more wine because we drank through this pretty fast. Because that was, holy crap! If you guys haven't had Ironstone Old Vines Infidel, you need to get yourself some of that. Get your ass down to the liquor store and pick up some of this stuff. This is really, really, really good. Now we can't get it here at all. I can't find it anywhere. And then I was looking online and I was calling around wine stores because I was really kind of craving this stuff again. And I'm like, God damn it, I really want this stuff because I started getting nostalgic for it. And we had this one wine shop, we still have it, Winnipeg, Jones, it used to be called Banville and Jones, now it's just Jones Wine. They had some, so I went and bought a case of the goddamn stuff. I think there was like 2 bottles left. Well, now you can't get it here at all. So this is impossible to find. So I'm kind of hoarding this. So I need to find some more of this, like big time, so that I can drink this again because this is my favorite. Anyway, that's the story. And I never made it home for Christmas either. So, which was just sucks because the whole the weather was all the shits and everything like that. Couldn't get out. There was actually a Cessna 208, which is a little bigger than the Cessna 206, quite a bit bigger, but still a single engine airplane. But they have de-icing capabilities on it, but it is the shits. You rely on the de-icing capabilities on a Cessna 208, you're going to get yourself killed. And that's what happened to these guys. They came into Salt Lake City. They got all iced up. They couldn't get the ice off because the struts, because it's a fixed wing gear, the struts on the airplane loaded itself right up with ice, and both guys got themselves killed in the mountains coming into Salt Lake. And Salt Lake is up like 5,000 feet, so you're up like a mile up already. So anyway, I had to get somebody to show me how to start the goddamn airplane, because I hadn't started a plane with keys before. Well, I had, but that was like back in 1993 was the last time I started an airplane with keys. So, and I remember my dad, I remember taking him flying one time with me when I was I passed my private license on Father's Day, so I took my dad out. That was his Father's Day gift, with my private license, and then I took my dad out like a couple weeks later flying, and he was flying an Airbus 320 at the time for Canadian Airlines, and we came into land, and he's backing up in his seat, and I'm like, what the hell is this old codger doing? And plunk it down the runway, and he goes, oh, that's a good landing. I said, what the hell was up with that? Like, you're pushing yourself back in the seat. And he goes, oh shit, well, I sit 30 feet up in the air. Here we are, like, sitting at ground level. He says, my eye to wheel length is a lot higher. Well, I was the same way on the planes that I was flying. And when I brought the goddamn 206 into Calgary, I was doing the same thing. I was like backing up on my seat. I'm like, shit, did the goddamn gear fall off? Like, holy crap, am I going to skid down the runway here sideways because the gear's falling off? And then plunk, plunk, plunk. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I get what my dad was seeing. It was crazy. But yeah, anyway, I missed out on Christmas. But Salt Lake was really nice. They're such the nicest people. I went and got gifts for the family and stuff down there because I knew I was coming home for Christmas. And at that point, because that complete freaking idiot, cheap old farmer there in Alberta screwed me over. But he paid for it. I made sure that I got I got what I would normally charge them, and then I put on an extra Christmas fee because I said I'm missing out on Christmas. You're paying for this, and I said you're a religious guy. You know what this is all about. So reluctantly, he gave me an extra, I don't know, $800 or something like that. Not very much, but whatever. But anyway, it's down in Salt Lake. Man, it's such a great city. You feel super safe down there. You can walk out. Like I was wandering around at 3 o'clock in the morning, and there were still people wandering around in their suits. With their name tags on, and they're like, uh, they were super, super nice, and you go to the mall, and I was getting stuff for the family, and the ladies were there, like, that's an interesting accent there. Where are y'all from? I said, I'm from Canada. Oh, Canada. Y'all some of the kindest people up there, I tell you what. I said, well, thank you. I said, you guys are absolutely amazing down here, too. I've had nothing but great things to say about being in Utah. I've never been here before, but man, this is just the nicest city and the nicest town with the nicest people. And it really, really was. I really enjoyed myself in Utah. I mean, if I had to miss Christmas because some jackass was too goddamn cheap to do the paperwork, that was a decent place to miss Christmas because they were just really, really, really nice down there. Anyway, let's get back to some more. This is all Zinfandel now that we're putting away. These, because, well, now we can't. No, I think we can get this one here. I think, let me look. Nope. No, we cannot. We cannot get this one here. It was on for half price, but I got a few extra. I bought a goddamn case of the stuff. So, and this one here, I think we can get. This is from Ravenswood. This is Zinfandel anyway. Man, I just really love Zinfandel. And so I bought some of this. They were sitting in the cellar, and I thought, well, I'll try this and see if this is any good. Well, it was. It was very, very, very good. So, so I had a bottle of that, and then I had a bottle of this, and oh boy, is this ever good! And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to get some more, and then I saw on the LC that it has gone for last chance. And I'm like, what? What the hell are those assholes doing? First they get rid of this, my awesome ironstone, and then they're getting rid of this really good Ravenswood. So I said, well, the hell with you jerks. I'm going to go down, I'm going to buy a case of this. So I got eight more bottles. So I figured that's probably enough. And I think my wife would probably agree that would be probably enough. But this is good stuff, and we can't get this stuff anymore in Winnipeg. So I don't know why those jerks would say this is the last chance and get rid of the stuff, because it was really, really good. So I don't know if they can't get it anymore, or if there's not enough people drinking the stuff. So anyway, I'm going to put 3 away here, and I'll leave the rest in the case, because I don't want it to, rightly so, it should cover all this stuff, because it's really good, but I'm going to leave some more room for other stuff, because I got a lot of wine coming in here, so I need to make some room. I got these 2 bad boys here. These are good. These came out for limited edition, or limited release, so I grabbed 2 of them. They're 1 liter of gnarly heads in Zinfandel, and it is really nice stuff. So I thought, well, I might as well pick it up. It was cheaper to get it by the liter than it was by the bottle, and I really enjoy Zinfandel. It's one of my go-tos for American reds, but I really do like Cabernet Sauvignons, obviously, and I really do love Pinot Noirs. But man, the American, like the California guys, boy, they ever make really good Zinfandel, like really, really good. In case in point, this is Joel Gott's Zinfandel from 2018. Another really, really good one. Yeah, and California is like the perfect place for these big, deep, red Zinfandels. Like they excel, like really, really, really excel at making Zinfandels. Ray and I picked this up at a wine show. I believe this was 2 years ago we picked this one up. And it's really good. I grabbed this one, and I grabbed this guy here, a Chardonnay. And it was really, really, really nice. So these are little quails. These are the ones I was talking about, the little quail ridge. These are little assholes running around in BC there. And they're all over the place. And they're just the cutest little bird. And they'll come out, the whole family will come out just to check out what you're doing, and they'll kind of sit there in the road and kind of watch you. And they're just the cutest little guys. They're really, really inquisitive. This is Segejo Zinfandel. Really, really nice wine right out of the Sonoma County of California. And this is Sledgehammer, another red Zin. This one is from 2013. This one's I could probably safely drink it now. I don't think it's got any more aging to it, but you never know. This is Paso Creek from 2012. Another nice Zin. Just gotta dust the stuff off here. And this is the Dancing Bull Zinfandel in 2015. This tag says, should have probably drank this one here. It said 2018, but I don't really pay too much attention to those, because if you properly store these things, you can get a lot longer life out of them, and I'm able to get some really good aging in my wines, especially if you buy the right ones that can hold some ageability to them. They're really good. This one here, somebody gave this one to me. This is from Lottie, California. It's a 2014, the 7 Deadly Zins. It's a cheaper Zinfandel, but it's I would imagine it's probably really good. I've never had that one before, so we'll have to see what we think of that one. How does that sound? I think I've got 3 more. This is Pepperwood Grove, Old Vine Zinfandel from 2014. I don't really know anything about this one either. I think this was a gift as well. This one here, I'm kind of doing an experiment on this one. I've had this, it's gone so long. This is from 1991, Ernest and Gallo Zinfandel. And I just want to see what it's going to be like. I guess I could probably drink it any time. I had a buddy of mine come over one time a few years ago, and I had some of these older wines that I just kind of forgot about in the cellar from the early 90s. And he said, let's try them out. And I said, yeah, sure. Well, holy crap, they were really, really good. Like, really, really good. And we're both big wine guys, eh? And he now lives out in the wine district in the Okanagan, out in BC there, specifically because of the wines. Like, when they went out for a visit, they went out for a wine tour, absolutely loved it. My son went to school with his daughter, and they said, oh, we're moving to BC, to the Okanagan. I said, you have family out there? Oh, no. Do you have jobs out there? No. I said, well, what the hell are you going to do that for? Oh, we like the wines. And I said, well, so did we. Kathy and I thought about going out there too, but I couldn't have got a job flying out there because I didn't have any flying experience at the time. They only had one airline. She could get a job anywhere nursing, but I was a different case for flying at the time, so we didn't move. But they went because they loved the wines. My aunt, my dad's sister, she moved out there because of the wines. And it's a magical place. I absolutely love it out there. So, yeah, Jason is a huge wine guy. But I remember when they went out there, my little brother Kurt, little culinary Kurt, he sells cars for Walkin Motors. So check little Kurtie out there. If you're ever out there needing a vehicle, he'll sort you out. But anyway, they went out and I said, well, do you know anybody? Not a clue. I said, well, here's my brother's phone number. He'll look after you and he'll introduce you around the town and stuff. He lives in Vernon, BC, and he'll sort you out. And I said, if you need anything, just tell him who you are, and he'll look after it. He said, okay, great. So away they went, and they were just driving the shit box of a van, and the Jason and Sally and their two kids. Well, they broke down, I don't know, 10, 20 miles out of town in the middle of the night, and it was cold. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then they didn't know who to call. They were stuck, stranded. And I said, well, we got Kurt's phone number. So they called Kurt up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Kurt, my name's Jason. You don't know me, but I'm really close friends with your brother Chris. And he said, if I needed anything to give you a call. And Kurt goes, yeah, I've been expecting you. And he said, well, this is the situation. And he goes, I'll be right there. So Kurt went to the dealership, grabbed a show car, van. He says, you got your family with you and everything? Yeah. He says, all right, I'll bring a van. So he brought this really nice, brand spanking new van, got out there, helped them with all their luggage, got all of their stuff into the van. He said, I've already called a hotel. This is your room number. This is where you're going to be staying tonight. We'll sort you guys out in the morning. Just go. And I'll wait here with your vehicle. I've got a tow truck on the way. And that's how they arrived in Vernon, and that's how they met Kurt. He's a good guy, but so is Jay. Jay's a really great guy. But anyway, so Jay and they came home a couple years ago, and we got into this kind of stuff, and it was really good. Like, it was really good. I was surprised. I thought, man, we're gonna get poisoned, but no, it was excellent. So this is the last one I've got from that year. So maybe next time Jay's in town, maybe we'll get into that. But this is a Klein Zinfandel, vintage of 2014. This is really, really nice stuff too. So I think that is all the Zinfandel I have and all the Cabernet I have from the U.S. We do have some Pinot Noir, so we'll get into that next, and then we'll put some blended stuff out, and then we'll do the whites. So let's do that here now. Just happen to have it sitting here. This is a 1667 Pinot Noir from Monterey, California, and this is 2012 or 13, sorry. So this bottle here I've got, this is a really nice Pinot Noir. I haven't had it yet, only because they only had one bottle left, and this was on last chance. So I went out and picked it up. They only had one left. I was like, crap, I really would have preferred to have a few, but beggars can't be choosers. But I've heard really great things about this one. It's a beautiful Pinot Noir from Wendt, I believe it's from Monterey, California. It's a 2020 Pinot. So hang on tight. I am going to go and see if we've got anything else sitting in the rec room, and I will be right back. All right, we are back. We've got a Rodney Strong here from 2014. It's from the Russian River Valley in California. Really, really, really great Pinot Noir. I've had a few of these before. This one here is another one from the Russian River Valley. I got a gift card one time, and so for Jones Wine Company. So I went there, and they really suggested this one. I haven't tried this one yet, but I've heard really great things about it. It's 2018 from the Sonoma Russian River area, and this is the Octavia. So just looking forward to trying this one out. Yeah, they do a really good job of Pinot Noirs down in California as well, on top of their really, really great Zinfandels. Yeah, the Pinot is really good. I prefer the Pinot from Australia and BC a little bit more, but I guess it all depends on where they're located in California. And the further north they are, the better, because it gets cooler, eh? But yeah, this is from Long Barn from 2016. And I think this one here was a gift somebody brought over. I think. I'd have to look at my notes. Do we have any other Pinot Noirs? I don't think we do. I think that is it. We've drank through them. It's popular wine here in our house. So we do have, obviously, you've seen some of the Pinots that I have from France, from Canada. I do have some from other spots of the world, and then a few here from the States. So I really do like Pinot Noir, and I just like wine in general. So let us put some of our blends, I guess, aside now. This is a gnarly head authentic red. Same kind of from the same companies that made these really great Zinfandels. I've had this one before. It's really, really, really quite nice. Yeah, it's just a nice, easy drinking wine. This is the Industrialists red wine blend from 2014, right out of California. This is Ghost Vine red blend with spices added. I think we've got another one of those upstairs that my sister-in-law brought us. I don't remember having this one before. But anyway, it looks interesting. And this is Eclipse Bourbon Barrel, Dry Creek Valley. It was kind of a Zin cab. Never had that one before either. This one here is Bear Flag. Somebody brought this one over. The label is really quite interesting. It's a big one. But it's a smooth red blend. So someday we'll get into that one. And what else we got here for reds? This is Francis Ford Coppola's red blend. They had this on Last Chance here in Winnipeg. It sold out super fast, but man, was it ever cheap. And everything else I've had from Coppola has been really, really, really good. I think this is the last of the reds, I think, for blends. These are my wife's favorite. She loves Apothic Red. She loves Apothic Dark. This Apothic Dark's from 2014. We had a few of these Apothic Darks from 2014, like up to like a month or 2 months ago. And man, did they ever hold up. Like, I was surprised how well they aged. I kind of forgot that they were kind of in the cellar. They just kind of got mixed in. It's not something that I would go to right away to try. It is good. I remember I was the one who kind of got my wife into those Apothics because they were cheap, and they were new. And I thought, well, maybe my wife might like these. And boy, was I right. She really, really does like them. She loves all these different Apothics. In fact, we've even got an Apothic Rosé she really enjoys in the summertime. I've had this bottle here. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this one back in the cellar or not. I might just do that. I don't know. I've had it for quite a while. It's a 2015. It's super, super, super cheap. And I was going to make just some like summery drinks out of it, like throw it in a big punch or something like that. I never did get around to doing it, but I'm just looking at it right now and it's like still ultra clear. There's no breakdown to it whatsoever. Like nothing. So, I don't know. Maybe this summer we'll try it. I'm going to dump the bottle into making some sort of a punch or whatever out of it. But it's the Gallo family white Zinfandel. Maybe I'll put it in here. It's like a big ass 1.5 liter bottle of wine, and it's like wicked ultra cheap. And so yeah, I bought it and I never did get around to doing anything with it. So it's just kind of been sitting there. And every time we make stuff like that, like sangria or kind of punches or whatever, it just never gets used. So I think I'm gonna use it this summer. This is a Kung Fu Girl Riesling from Washington State. Somebody brought this one over to our house one time. This one here, Leaping Horse Chardonnay. This is actually really quite nice. I really enjoy that. And the Sandpoint Chardonnay. Ray and I picked up a bottle of this, along with the other Sandpoint Zinfandel at a wine show. I think it was 2 years ago we picked these ones up. So they're actually really nice, super easy to drink. And I think this is it for wine in the U.S. I think this is all my U.S. wine. I'll have to do one more double check, but I'm pretty sure this is the U.S. wine. Then we're going to go into probably Italian. We'll probably start with the Italians next, and then Spain, Chile, Argentina, those kind of stuff from here on in. So hang tight. I'll be right back. Hey, sorry, one more. I found this. I got this here for last chance as well this year. This one here is rosé, and it is from Melomi, whatever, in California, and it is a 2021. So we'll put that one in here as well. And I think that might be all the Americans I have, I think. But like I said, I'm just going to double check it real quick before we start adding extra stuff to the racks. And then I got to start switching things around. So just hang tight. I'll be right back. Hey everyone, it's Chris. We are back again. I was going through some of my wines, organizing them into the countries and stuff like that we're going to start with. I'm going to start with Italy down here. But I found 3 more American wines that I had bought. One's a Robert Mondavi Pinot Grigio. So I'll put him here. And then these 2 I got on clearance this year, and they were away. They're from the Monterey Valley. They're Mir de Sol. They're really nice Pinot Noirs. So I've got 2 of those ones here. So let's put them here. You can see that I've made some room for them to go into. And now we'll start with my Italian. So I've got 3, 7, 10, 14, 17, about 21. Crap, 21. All right. Hang on. We'll be right back. 22 Italians. Hey! Found one here too. So I guess we can start with this guy here. Lucenda Lucarini Carillo. It's Primitivo from Puglia, place in Italy. It's this is a nice wine. I've had this one here before, and I like the wine that comes from Puglia. It's they're usually pretty darn good. Let's see here, what have we got? Well, my mom and dad bought this one here for me. Actually, I'm just going to move this one over here because mom and dad should come first. I'm just going to dust this guy off though. And this could stand probably for another good 5 to 10 more years. Gosh, it's 16 years old now already. But this is a Barolo. So Barolo, this is a really rich, heavy wine. I mean, we probably could have drank it right away. But I know it tones down. Like I've had Barolo before, and it tones nicely down with some age. And Barolos are great for aging. So, yeah. So I think that's the only Barolo that I have, I believe. And this is a Santa Cristina Chianti Superior. That one in there. We've got another there's Santa Cristina here somewhere. Yeah, there we are. Another one here. And I got these here on clearance here at the liquor store as well. They were just kind of blowing them out. Piluna Priveto from the Salento area in Italy. So I've got, these are from 2022, so I've got two, I believe I've got three, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I've just got the two. Yeah, all right. And we've got these guys here. Rosso di Montecino from 2018. This is a Crudo. This is a really nice nice white wine. I think I could put my whites in at the end though. So, yeah, my mom and dad bought me this one here too. This Rufino Chianti Classica, and it is from 2012. And here's a Valpolicella. And here's another from Cavalier Dior. This is another Chianti. And this one here is, this is from 1990. And this is a Chianti Classico as well. So this one's got a bit of age to it. This is a Crudo Cab Sauv. And a Alpha Zeta. A friend of mine gave me these. I've got a white one as well. Kind of matches that. It kind of came in like a little gift pack. This is a Wanted Zen. I picked this one up on clearance at the LC. And this one here, a friend of mine gave me this one here too. Niga Romano from Peugeot. It's a nice half decent wine. And I believe this is the last of the reds, I think. Yeah. So, this one here, Rain, I picked up at the wine show this year. This one was really nice. They had another one as well from Peugeot as well. It's 2022, but it sold out fairly quickly, so I wasn't able to get a hold of that one, but I did get this one, so pretty happy with that. And this is the little guy here they had on clearance here, the Enzo Bartili. And there's that Crudo I was telling you about again. And this one here, a friend of mine gave this one to me here. This is a Sauvignon Blanc from Mattino Barretto. And this one here was a gift. This came with the last one, but this is the Rosé, a Pinot Grigio. And this one here, Rain, I picked up at the wine show this year. This one was excellent. Can't get this here in Winnipeg. And the last one here, we've got an organic wine. This one is, I got this on clearance as well. It's a bio wine. So, yeah, this one was, I haven't tried this one yet, but I've heard good things about it. It's a fairly light and easygoing kind of wine to drink. Nothing too complex from what I understand, but it was super cheap. It wasn't cheap originally, but when they were blowing them out, it was pretty darn cheap. So I thought, well, I'll get one to try it out. All right, let's go to France here. We've got some sitting right in here. These are really nice. I think I might have one or two more in the other room, so I'll go and get those first. These are from 2016. Very nice wines. I've had one of these in the past. I think I bought like 5 or 6 of these. And they're Burgundies, so they're Pinot Noirs from Henry de Villemont. They're called they're the Mercuria. So we've got two of these here to show to start with anyway, but I believe I do have some in the other room. So I did buy, I believe it was 5 that I bought. This one here is a Chateau Coriac as a Bordeaux. All right, I found a few more here. So this is a St. Clair. This is a Pinot Noir from 2020, but it's not in the Burgundy area, so it's not considered a Burgundy, but it is a Pinot Noir. This one here is a Burgundy. This is from Côte d'Or, La Ferme de Mont. So maybe I'll put that over there. Put this grain like that. And then there's another Côte d'Or from 2020, and then this is just a Pinot Noir. Yeah, so still Pinot Noir. Just not a Burgundy. We'll start with this one here. A friend of mine got this one for me. Another photographer friend for Christmas 2 years ago. This is Chateau Margaux. This is from Médoc, 2014. And this is a Chateau Coriac, another Bordeaux from 2021. All right, we are back. I found another Italian. This is a Pinot Grigio Massi from Messinco. But I'm going to put this in a box because you can see it's got a screw cap on it. So it does not need to be put down sideways. So just because we're going to be starting to run out of room. So I got to start making some choices here. I'm going to get all the French wine in and then probably go to Chile next. Get my Chilean wines in. And then we'll see how much room we have left because I've got quite a bit Chilean wine because I really do enjoy some New World Chilean wines. So let's bring this down here. Just hang tight. All right. So we've got 2 more Bordeaux to go in. There's another Chateau du Rochard from 2017. You see it's Courte Bordeaux. And this one here is an older one. This is from 2013. Chateau Ricoge. Yeah, Chateau Ricoge. It's a Bordeaux Superior. So this probably aged fairly well. So we'll see what it's like here. Maybe we'll open this one up at some point. Let's see. We've got some. This is a Chateau d'Oron, and do not know if this is Burgundy or not. I'm not sure if it is or not, but this is very, very, very good. I was in Brandon traveling through. I was doing a wedding out there, actually. I stopped at the liquor store because they had some wines out there that we couldn't get here. I guess we were sold out. So I went in and I was talking to one of the product consultants there, and we're talking, and they had a bottle of this open, so I got to try it there, and so I bought a couple bottles. So this is the last of these particular bottles that I have left. This is Le Grenache Noir, and this is from 2020. I believe this was brought to us as a gift. This one is a gift as well. This is the Arrogant Frog from 2013. And here's some Beaujolais, Beaujolais Superior. There's another Beaujolais from 2014. I'm sure these are ready to drink. They may be past due, but we'll see. And this is a Beaujolais Nouveau. I like the label there from 2016. They're light and easy to drink. So we'll go with some whites here now. This is really, really good. This is Saint Veron. This is from the Ledoc Moulin, from Louis Latour. And this is from Côte d'Or in France, and this is a white Burgundy. So I was lucky enough to get 2 bottles of those. They sold out fairly quickly. It was kind of a big mad scramble for those ones. These ones here are really good, and these are French now, but they were French before as well. But during the war, they flip-flopped between France and Germany because they're from Alsace. This is a Willem. This is a Riesling, and wines from Alsace are so good, especially the whites. Like the Rieslings are absolutely amazing. Here's another one from Pfaff, from Alsace as well. And this one here is a Gewürztraminer from Pfaff, from Alsace. But the terroir, like the limestone they have there, the amount of rain they get, the sun, everything is just absolutely perfect for these really great Rieslings and Gewürztraminers. And they can really hold up. They're really good, and some of the best in the world come from Alsace. So, but yeah, they flip flop back and forth between France and Germany during the war, and thankfully both the Germans and the French really respected their wines, and they did not destroy the area or just drink them all down. They were saving them for future. So it was really good. That both sides really appreciated those particular wines. So let's go and get, let's go get the Chilean wines. We'll get those in, and then we'll figure out where we want to go after that. So just hang tight. I'll be right back. All right, we are back here with the Chilean wines. We'll start with some of the ones I bought here this year. This is from 2021. This is Margot from Casa Concha. And this is a Carmenera. And boy, do I ever love Carmeneras. There's a funny story about Carmenera. They thought that it was, I believe it was a Pinot Noir. I'd have to go back and look at it again. But, or was it Merlot? I don't know. They thought it was some sort of grape. And I believe it could have been Pinot Noir. I don't remember. I'm going to have to go back and look when we do a full review of these wines. And everyone thought it was a particular type of wine, and they were all excited about it, and they were growing it. And then they had, I believe it was a college student or a university student, went in there, and they did a DNA test, and it was not what they thought it was. So they found a brand new wine, and I believe it was French wine, but it does not grow in France. So even the French have conceded to say, no, this is a Chilean varietal. So really cool that they have that in Chile, and it's their own type of grape that they grow. This is Cigar Box Pinot Noir, and this one here, this is the 2020, and then I've got another Cigar Box here, and this one here is the 2021. And I've had these before, and these are really nice, wines, and they do kind of have that cigar tobacco-y kind of notes to them. So it's really kind of cool. I've had these for a while. My wife and son bought these for me for a while ago, and I've got to get at them because these are really good. They won some pretty serious awards, and really kind of a sought-after type of wine. This is a 2011. And this one here is a 2012 Koyam. And you see 95 points and 91 points on these ones here, respectively. These are really good wines, like really good wines. They age really nicely, and boy, do they ever taste good. So when we open these up, now that I've got this channel going, we'll review all of these wines here together, and we'll go through them together with you. So just hang tight here. I'm just going to grab a few more bottles. All right, we are back. We have these ones here, these Terra Noble. These are Cabernet Sauvignon. This is a 2018. We have another one here. Another 2018. And this one here is Valdesio Cabernet Franc Old Vine from 2011. Just going to put this one here. I just noticed that we are missing a spot, so that's a good spot for that one. This one here is the Dark Red Diablo 666. We had this one the other day, and it's good. It's light. You'd think it would be a lot spicier and heavier, but it's not. It's quite light. It's almost kind of like a medium-bodied Merlot is what I got out of it, with a tiny bit of spice. I think they had a bit of Shiraz in there, but nothing like a big deep cab that I was expecting. But it's still really good. This one here is a 2093 Santa Rita Cabernet Sauvignon. And when I got into wine, I was 18 years old, and the person I was drinking wine with, they had these Santa Rita wines, these Santa Rita 120 Merlot. And that was the wine that got me into wine. Here's another one of those Santa Rita Cab Savs. So that was the wine that did it. This is not a Merlot, but it's a Cabernet Sauvignon, but it was the 120. My wife bought me a bottle of that a long time ago, and I still have it. Haven't opened it yet because I'm not sure how good it would be right now, but that was the wine that got me into it, eh? There's another Santa Rita Cabernet Sauvignon. I do have another one here. And another Santa Rita, but this is a Carmenere, as you can see. And it is, those are just such great wines, like really, really, really great wines. I don't think you can have enough Carmeneras in your portfolio or in your cellar. This is a Frontera. This is kind of a cheaper one. This is a Concha del Toro. After Midnight Dark Red Blend. I believe this is probably a gift that someone gave me. This is a Malbec. This is Argentinian, so that does not belong here. And this, it's Argentina as well. Sneaky. This is nice. This malt. This is a really good one. Here's 2015 Cabernet Sauvignon. I watched a YouTube video recently on a tour of that winery. It was really interesting on how they got it started and why they have the angel for their logo and on all of their wine labels and stuff. So maybe you want to check that out. When we review these wines, I will definitely mention all that as well for you. All right. Here is a Pinot Noir. And then we've got Santa Rita 120 Sauvignon Blanc. And the last one here is a Conchellan Sauvignon Blanc. And that is from 2015. So those are all of our Chilean wines right now. And I think that's all we have. So we've got room for 27 more wines. So let's go find some wines and see which ones we want to put in here. So just hang tight here with me. All right, we are back. So let's go to Argentina. It just kind of makes sense to go from Chile right to Argentina. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon from Terra Nobile. This is from 2014. Let's put that guy in here. Do we have any other Terra Nobles? This is really nice. This is Casa del Bo. Actually, this is Chilean wine. So let's put that one in. I don't know how it got mixed up with the Argentina wines, but this is a really, really, really nice wine. Just going to switch things over. Hang on. All right, we are back here. This is Don Ralpho from the Andes. This is a Malbec. This is 2021. These ones here, these are really sweet. Ray and I picked these up at a wine show. We picked up 3 bottles of each because we really, really like them. You can see the screw caps on. They're not going to go into the cellar. They're just going to go hang out in a box. Ray likes to drink these when he has friends over because they're just really, really sweet. A little too sweet for me, but they are good. My wife really likes them too. This is Humberto Canal from Frank, from the Frank Los Angelinos from 2021. Probably butchering the names too. This was a gift here to me from somebody. I forget who it was. I have them all written down in my stuff. This is a Gugelmin Cabernet Sauvignon. This one here is a Santa Ana Eco Malbec. I believe they were blowing these ones out. The tasting profile sounded pretty good. This is Almo's Selection Malbec from 2009. And this is a Don Paulo Estate Sauvignon Blanc. Got this one on clearance as well at DLC. So let's go into South Africa and New Zealand and maybe some Australian wine. So just hang tight. I'm going to go and grab the Australians. I've got the New Zealands and the South Africans here, so I'll be right back. All right, we are back. So we've got some Australian wines here. This is from De Bortilli, the Astronomer. Is a Shiraz from 2019. This is a Shingleback from the Davie Estate Reserva, Shiraz 2013. I picked this one up here in Kenora when I was out shooting a wedding out there. This is a really nice wine, actually. And same with this one here. I got this in the same spot at the same time. This is Dandelion Vineyards, Lionheart of Barbarossa. Tons and tons and tons of metals on it. It's a Shiraz from 2015. This was Rob Dulon. Actually, this is a Chardonnay, never mind. Let's see here. Oh, this is a really nice one. Just going to dust this one off here a bit for you. This is Wins. This is from the Kawarna Estate. Black Label from 2013. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon from Wins. This is a really nice wine. Really, really, really good. Very, very, very well-known winery out in Australia. Someday I would love to go out there to visit it. This is Red Knot Cabernet from 2015 from McLaren Vale. This is a Red Knot by Shingleback. Maybe I'll put the Shinglebacks together here. There we go. This here is the Gentleman's Collection, a Cabernet Sauvignon. This is just interesting. If you've got the app to it, I kind of only bought it because of the app. It was kind of funny, but it's 19 Crimes. It's a Cab Sav. It's actually not too bad. A little kind of plastic. I wouldn't say plasticky, but it's not like heavy, like proper big in depth Cab Sav. But it's not too bad. It's a little lighter than what I would want from 2016. But if you have the app to it, you can go in and then you just kind of scan it with your phone and this thing starts to talk.
The spirit of a rogue sustains when the bars of man impede. For no cage can hold that which is boundless, no man Stop that which is fated to be.
And it tells you all about the stories. And there's a million, well, I wouldn't say a million, but there's a tons of different types of these 19 crimes. And it's really kind of interesting. So yeah, check that out. This is Rob Dulon. This is the Chardonnay I was telling you about. All right, so let's go to, this is all South Africa, Tasmania. Is this New Zealand? New Zealand. All right. So this is the post house. This is the blackmail from 2016. Wait, this is South African as well. So this is a New Zealand one. This is a Selene. Straits is a Sauvignon Blanc. Thought I had more New Zealand wines. Maybe we drank them all. Because they're really good. I like the Australians as well. These are South Africans. All right, well, I guess we're going to South Africa now. I picked these ones up here on kind of the last chance. They're kind of getting rid of them. This is a Cathedral Cellar from Triptych, and this is a really good wine. I bought 5 of them. I think I've only got 3 left, but really nice wines from 2016. There's 1. There's 2. Guess I could probably get rid of the tags, but whatever. There's 3. I'll just pull them out here. Look a little more presentable in the cellar. There we go. All right. This one here is like I said, this is the Porthouse Blackmail 2016 Merlot. And I got these. These are probably past their prime, but I did like them, and I still do. And my mom really likes the white one. This is a Frisky Zebra. And I was shooting a wedding out in Sioux Lookout, Ontario. And I used to fly out of there with Bearskin Airlines when I flew the Beech 99 and the Pilatus for them, the PC-12 Pilatus. Best airplane I ever flew. And one of the best companies, if not the best company I ever worked for. That and Knee Lake, I think they're really kind of tied for my 2 best flying companies I ever worked for. And they were smaller airlines, but boy, did I ever. I mean, Phil and Lizette Reed, they're still good friends of mine to this day. And I started flying with them. They gave me my very first flying job. And they treated you like family. Like you were part of the family. Not just a good friend, but you were family. And I'll never forget that. And that's how employees should be treated. And, you know, I would have went back to them in a second had I not wanted to, go further in my flying career. You know, if I just wanted to stay flying floats, single engine airplanes on floats, which was great, on wheels and floats, that would have been amazing. Like, and you're flying for one of the world's best flying fishing companies. Who treated you so good and paid you really well. Like for a first year pilot with no experience, I got paid really well. I made more money flying for Knee Lake than I did flying for Air Canada in my first year and my second year. So that's how good these people were. There's nothing, I can't say enough good things about the Reed family, like Phil and Lizette and his father Al. Just really good people. Really, really, really good people. And then I went over to Bearskin Airlines, and Harvey Friesen and the Friesen family treated me like family. They just treated you so good. You had the greatest airplanes to fly, and I met lifelong friends. I mean, like lifelong friends. We talk all the time. Some of my best friends came from Bearskin Airlines, and I'm so grateful for that. But anyway, so I was out in Sioux Lookout, super happy to be back up there. This is after I left flying and I was shooting a wedding, and I came back through, and I was going through Vermilion Bay, and they had a little liquor store there. I thought, I'll go in there and see what they have. Well, they had this Frisky Zebra, the Shiraz, and then they had the Sauvignon Blanc. This is the newer label. It used to look like this. And they were blowing these things out for like $4. So I bought a case of each and drank through the Shiraz. This is all I got left. We actually drank through this real quick. Oh, my mom drank through this real quick because I brought a bottle of wine. I was bringing wine to my mom and dad's when we go over there for a visit and have supper. So it's just appropriate to bring a bottle of wine. I keep saying you don't have to do that, but I do. And so I brought this out, and then my mom was like, "Oh, okay, thank you," because she likes her box wine. Eh? She likes drinking her box wine. But I guess she had a friend over, and the two of them got into this bottle. Well, they went absolutely crazy over it. They were like, "Where did you get this? We need more of this." And I'm like, "Well, I got it in Ontario, and we couldn't get it at the time." So she didn't get her fix for a couple more years after that, probably 5 or 6 more years after that. And then Frisky Zebra came to Manitoba. So I bought another case of this for my mom. So every time I go out, I bring her a bottle of this, and she really enjoys it. So, and the last one we got here, this is Tasmania. This is the Devil's Corner. It's a Pinot Noir from 2017. This is really, 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 really good stuff. So that is it. We've got 2 more bottles here. And I've got 2 bottles sitting. Whoa, wait, what is this? Smoky Bay. Ooh, from Australia. All right, so maybe we only have 1 spot. So we got an Australian wine here now. So I'm going to have to move a few things around. So we'll do that off camera. And then we have this Carmen Reserva. It's a Carmenera from 2016. And, oh, God damn it, this is a Chilean wine. All right, so we've got to make room for that. So this will fill things up. So I'll do that off camera. And so that is it. That is all the wine we have here in our wine racks. And I'm going to show you the rest of the wine that didn't make the rack. And there is a couple cases still, plus some champagnes. So, damn it. But there's going to be some boxes in here. I'm going to keep some boxes on the side over here. Like over here, I'm going to have some boxes of wine. Here, I'll probably have a little... like a little case of wine here, so yeah, so that is it. So just hang tight. So this is that wine rack minus the 2 bottles that I still have to put in. There you go. And you can see there's those 2 Argentina bottles, and then there's some more over there, and there's a Portuguese one here, and then those ones here I was telling you about before that we have to put in, that I'm just going to keep in the case. It's those Zinfandels, because I had almost a full case of them. These are all Canadians, and then French on the bottom. And yeah, this is it. So this is our little wine cellar, 2 big wine racks with a bunch of wine in it. And then we've got a bunch more wine that I will show you. I'll probably show you on the bar. It'll probably be easier to show you that way. So when I do that, then I'll be putting them in boxes, and I'll be putting them in here. So, and I'll have them all marked so we know what's in what. So when I need to grab something, it'll be easy to get. So yeah, hope you like that. Let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe, and share this with anyone that may have any kind of value to it. Stay tuned for the rest of the wine. So I'll show you that in another video. And then we're going to the lounge once the lounge is all cleaned up. So thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
We're back, baby!
So you can see here we've got a couple crates here of Nova 7. This is really, really, really nice wine. So I'm going to keep these in the crates, and then I'll probably put a few more bottles in here just to fill them up. This, like I said, this Vero before, this belongs to the Benjamin Bridge, so it'll go in there, and I might put a couple other bottles of wine in there just to kind of fill things up to make some room. So hang on, we'll be right back. All right, we are back. I said that that I would be doing this from the bar, but we probably will, but just because I'm here right now. These are some Spanish wines, so we're gonna see if we can fit some of these in here, just to, like I said, just to make some room for everything else that's going to be going back into the cellar. This is a nice Spanish wine. Really, really, really love Rioja. This is a really nice old one. Rioja Vega from 1992. fit better like that. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, this one here, I think no, I didn't. That's a good one. I was going to say, I think I got that one on clearance this year, but I did not. These ones I did, though. I got 2 of these guys. These Temperneros. And it comes with like a little bowl on the corner there. It's kind of cute. Let's see if we can fit this last one in here. Time waits for no one. There. I think. Well, maybe that's not going to fit. We'll see what we can do. All right, so we've got these set up here. So we've got some 2 oceans. These are from West Cape of South Africa. I knew we wouldn't have enough room for them when we kind of put them in the wine racks here, so I thought I'd just drop them in here. That's where they were kind of sitting before. And see if these guys will fit here. Yeah, these will fit. So I took some of those out to make room for those guys down there. Don't know if this one will fit or not. Nope, it's too big.
That's what she said.
That's my joke. Damn it, Dwight.
Yeah, this one here is from Greece. This one here is from Portugal. This portal is really, really, really good. It should be laying down though, so I'm gonna have to find a spot that I can lay this one down. And this Pluma is, I believe this is Portuguese as well. I think. Yeah, Portuguese. This one's too big as well, so... and this is a very old wine that we have here from 1991. It'll fit, but it should be laying down, so I'll find a spot for to lie that one down, and we'll put 2 more bottles in there that will fit for us, so hang tight. Well, I can't find any bottles that are going to be small enough. Like the rest of them are pretty long, so they're not going to fit in there, and there's no screw caps. So, let us. We'll probably just keep this one open until something else pops up. Unless one of these guys fits in there, but I'd rather just keep these here for Ray. I'll probably just take them upstairs for him. Yeah, that'll fit, but I think I'm just going to keep these here for Ray, and he can have those with his friends. So anyway, that is it. The rest of them we're going to show you on the bar, what we've got, and yeah, we'll go from there. So hang on, we'll be right back.
We're back, baby.
All right, we are back here again. So this is some of the wine that we just don't have room to put them into onto the wine rack. So they're going to go into my whiskey cellar in boxes. So that's a good spot for them anyway. And these ones here should be standing up. So yeah, this is just a general sparkling wine. You can kind of get to anywhere. There's Segura Vitras. I believe this is from Spain, I think. Here. This is Terramia, and it's right from Spain. So it's a nice, really nice, quite a nice Spanish wine. So I'll show you the sparkling wines that we have here, and then we'll go on to the other general wines, and maybe I'll put a box together of just sparkling wines for the cellar. So hang on, I'll be right back. So we got this one here. This is a Ristito, a Moscato. It's right out of Italy. Ray really likes this one, so I'll probably put this one up here upstairs with the other ones that he really likes, so he's got access to them. He can just kind of grab them whenever he wants. He's got a little stash upstairs too of his stuff, so that's probably where that one will go. This one here we got at the wine show a couple years ago, Ray and I, as the Blue Nun. It's right out of Germany, but you can see here it's got like gold flakes in it. And we tried it at the show, and it was actually really good, and you drink the flakes. And it's quite sweet, so he really likes that one, so I'll keep that one for him on the side. This is another Moscato. Geez, Ray really likes those sweet wines. This is Spumante Dolce. And this one here, I believe, should be right out of Italy, and it is. It is. Does it have a date on this one here? Don't see vintage. But yeah, so we've got that one. Geez, look at this, another Moscato. Ray really likes his Moscatos. You know, I may have bought these ones here too, just because it's nice to have sweet wines on hand as well. But you know, when Ray has parties or when he has friends over, he wants to go out. These are really nice for him to take as well. That's Italy. This one here is a Rafano rosé out of Italy as well. I don't know if this got a vintage on it or not, but and then this one here, this is Johnny Q. I think it's a brut, so it's quite dry. I'm not sure how dry it is. I'd have to look at the alcohol content, and we could be able to tell with that. And the last one here is a Loxton sparkling brut. So yeah, sometimes I'll buy them for like New Year's Eve parties, and if they don't get drank, they just kind of linger and hang out. But that's all of the sparklings we have here. I don't know if you saw this one on the side here. It looks like a sparkling wine, but it's actually not. It's a non-such beer that was made here in Winnipeg, and it will this beer will actually age for quite a few years. And my buddy Joel Carlton from our whiskey club, he gave me that one. So he actually gave me two. We had one and it was really nice. It was a really nice beer, and so I thought I would age that one for a couple years just as an experiment to see if it actually does age. So so we'll take a look at that maybe next year. These ones here we've got just sitting on the shelf. Might as well show those to you now. Here, this is a Bel Katrina, and I believe this is Lima, by Santos Lima. It is from, does it have a date on this one here? I know it's a Portuguese wine. I don't know if it's got a vintage on it or not. Anyway, this will go into the boxes, and this is a red Canadian wine from Konzelman, and it's a Zweigalt Merlot from 2014. And Konzelman is really good. Really enjoy their wines. They're out of the Niagara district out of Ontario. Been there many times. So I'm going to get these into a case. Stay tuned. I'll be right back, and I'll show you the other wines that we have. All right, we are back. We've got a bunch of German wines here. We got this one here is that's a 2015 Libra Fromat Milch, Quaseltine Rhein Hansen. I don't speak German, so anyway, it's that. These are fairly sweet to semi-sweet wines. Urban Pinot Noir. This is really nice. A medium sweet. We picked these two up here. This one here is a Spouts from 2024. At a wine show, I'll show you the ones we picked up at wine shows here. This one here is a Pinot Blanc. Picked that one up at a wine show. I believe we got two of those because they were really nice. But they've got screw caps, so you can see that we can keep them right up. We got this one here, this Dr. Jensen Pinot Noir at a wine show. Another one, Dr. Jensen Pinot Noir at a wine show. And these ones here we got Carl Spittman Late Harvest Riesling. Got that one. And this one here, picked these all up at wine shows. And this one here, I think I got at the LC. It was on sale. It's a Harvest Select Sweet Riesling from the Columbia Valley. Yeah, and This is from the USA. It's not German, but I think I had it in with the German ones because it was such a sweet Riesling. And then we've got 3 other wines here that are wine, but they are ones that will never be drank. This one here, a friend of mine gave me. This is the Elvis, the King Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm a big Elvis fan, but I got rid of a whole bunch of my Elvis stuff. I had all these McFarlane Elvis figures and stuff like that I had for a long time, and just, I got to declutter. I got to get rid of stuff. So there's a guy that came over and he picked them all up, and he's a massive Elvis fan. So I'm going to see if he wants this one here. I'll just give it to him, so he can have that. This one here I made. I was giving a bunch of stuff away. I had the Aviator and the Photographer. So this one here was an A10, and then I had another one, and they had like nose art and stuff like that on it. So I picked the A10 because I had an opportunity to go fly the A10, and then I made the labels and everything myself, photoshopped them and everything like that. And this is a Pinot Noir. And you can see here on the dog tags, it's a 2019 Pinot Noir. I'm sure this is probably, you know what, I'll probably end up drinking the thing just to see how it went. This is my last bottle that I have. I gave them all away. I was giving them to clients and stuff like that. I had a winery actually make this for me, so it's not like one of those kit wines. I don't know if they want to be mentioned or not, but it was a winery out in the Okanagan, and I got them to make a case of Pinot Noir, actually 2 cases of Pinot Noir and 2 cases of Sauvignon Blanc. And the Sauvignon Blanc was the Photographer, and that was an A10 with some nose art on it. And then my little brother got this for me here. This is all signed. This is by Eddie Shack. A bunch of hockey guys. There's Chris King on there. I have all the names of the guys on here. But anyway, little Toddy got this here signed for me. I guess he was at a signing and stuff like that, and so Eddie Shack was there before he died. He had his own wine out, I guess, and he got it all signed by a bunch of the hockey guys. So not 100% sure what I'm going to do with that, so we'll see. But that is all the wine that I have, I think. Pretty positive that is it, other than what's sitting over in the lounge. I do have wine sitting right in here in my wine fridge, but I'll show you these when we open them up. And then I've got some port sitting over in my other little thing there where I've got all open booze and stuff like that. So when we open those up, you'll see those as well. Unless I might show those to you. Let me go and see them. I'll be right back. Hang on. All right, this is the port that I have here. This is the this is a Madura port from Heinrich and Heinrich. Full rich port. Not sure the date on that one here. But yeah, so that's been sitting for a while. This one here is a 10-year-old tawny from Cockburn's. This is the Fonsetta Bin 27 port. And a Taylor Fladgate from 2015, late vintage port. My brother-in-law gave this one to me. And then this is the one I was telling you about. This is the original label. This is the Santa Rita 120. This isn't Merlot, this is the Cabernet Sauvignon, but my wife bought this for me back in 1993. We started dating, I believe, in 1993, so she bought this for me because I was telling her all about this one particular wine that I really liked, and my wife is just, she's the coolest. She's the best. She's amazing. She's my best friend. God, I don't even know what I would do without her. She's absolutely incredible, and I won the lottery when I met Kathy. So, and she's just so, oh man, she's just so cool. Yeah, she's just absolutely incredible. But yeah, so I've never opened this one because, and she put a little ribbon on it and stuff like that. I've always just kind of kind of had it, you know. So it's yeah, she's just absolutely amazing. But anyway, so that is what we have here. Next video you'll see is the lounge and everything we've got in the lounge, and I'll show you everything that's sitting in here right now as well. These are all opened. It's really kind of messy right now. I'm still putting things away from putting the lounge together, reorganizing the whiskey room, putting a new floor in my office, getting rid of crap. So there's still stuff here sitting in the rec room, but it's almost done. So we're almost here, guys. And then I've got yeah, and then I've got a bunch of junk here that I've got to get out of the lounge. I've just got kind of like garbage bags and stuff in there, and then extra flooring that we ordered that we didn't actually need, so I got to take that back. But once that is all put together, then you'll see the rest of the stuff. So yeah, hope you like that. Please like and subscribe. Share this with anyone that you may have some value in. Yeah, I really appreciate everything, guys. We're doing a lot of tastings and stuff, maybe doing some giveaways for a chance to win anything that I am going to be giving away. All you got to do is like and subscribe to this channel here, to my YouTube channel, for a chance to win that. And then I've got an Instagram page. It's called Whiskey, Cigars, and Bond, and I've been doing giveaways, exclusive giveaways, only to people who have liked and followed me over at Instagram. So for a chance to win anything like that, just like this channel and like me on my Instagram. I really appreciate that a lot. It really helps me out a lot. So anyway, take care, have yourself a great day, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye bye.